there was a lot of support from the community, and at the dinner we used to have about 500 women who would come, and it was really empowering for women to go into a room and there'd be all of these women there. But one year, the design that we had on the programme was a denim jacket with buttons on it. And so they wanted some buttons made that year. And we got a plastic button making machine from the Girl Guides in Kingsville. And we pressed out, using this really what seems quite archaic now, this button making machine. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really exciting. The students loved it. The other younger students thought it was just fabulous. And I must have ended up buying my own little plastic button making thing. And had a real trouble finding it. I had to get it from America. It was like there was nowhere in Canada that had them. And then I must have known someone at the art gallery. They asked me to go down and do an event with TV Ontario, TVO Kids. And so I went down there, and they were having a spring event. And so we had button making, and my sister had taken little pails from the dollar store, and they were making little seed gardens. And TVO were doing their thing with the kids. So that was huge. Loads and loads of people there. And then the students got into buttons, and the Women's Studies Student Association make buttons to raise money for the students. And I've had someone who was running for the UWSA ask if they could have some buttons, so I've made them some buttons. A student from JL Forster High School, she met me when I was doing an Islamic Awareness Week event when they were doing buttons and raising money. And so she then asked me if I would make buttons for them at JL Forster High School. And the kids at the high school just came up with all of these designs, and we must have made 1,500 buttons for them. And you know, so that went really well. And so just different bits and pieces, mostly I think connected through the university. I did a powwow event with the Can-Am group, which was interesting, at one of the community halls. But yes, all of it has been through my connection, I think, starting with the Distinguished Visitor in Women's Studies. And then over the years, my husband and I have donated financially to different groups on campus. He's in engineering, and so we've done some things with the students, the capstone project and the Formula 500 Formula Baja car, and the SAE Formula 1 car, and some of the energy projects. I guess some of the professors have done fundraising where they've cycled across Canada and they've asked for some buttons. That's for heart and stroke. Another person, her father had a stroke and got aphasia, and so she wanted some buttons that when she was walking round, it would be someone ask me about aphasia so she could explain to strangers why her father was having trouble communicating. So I guess a lot of the buttons I've done for people are to raise awareness about issues. They're not necessarily in your face activism, but they are to raise some kind of social awareness, social consciousness, and which I've probably particularly got over the years doing my women's studies courses. I must say, when I got the phone call that told me I'd got the Outstanding Volunteer Award, I thought someone had made a mistake. Why is it when you do things yourself, you get so much pleasure from it that it almost seems like it's not right that you should then get an award for doing something that you love so much. But I really appreciated the effort that, you know, they'd put in. Someone had done a lot of work in, you know, in writing me up for the award and thinking about me, considering me for it. And it was really kind of them. It was a very nice event at Caesars Windsor. It was also particularly nice to meet other people in the community who are doing work. And so the young lad who had his T-shirt designs, Andrew, and his mother, and to see, to me, there's someone who's really, really put themselves on the line, and so I feel that just what I do is nothing in comparison. But I guess if we all do the bits that we can, and particularly if we all enjoy doing them, then perhaps that's what's important.